He was kind of defending with one arm, and you see the other hand on the mat. Then we saw the other hand hit the mat, and you knew the end was near at that point.
And, you know, sometimes you just take it for granted when you have experience in the art of jiu-jitsu, but, you know, the old adage goes, you take a black belt, you punch him a few times, he's a brown belt. You take a brown belt, a few more strikes, he's down to purple. And I wonder if we weren't seeing a little bit of that there tonight.
Hey, 225, that's some heavy leather.
Right. Hey, everybody's got a plan, right?
I'm telling you. And once you start getting flashed a little bit, maybe seeing some stars, it'll make you question what you're doing in there.
Right.
What am I doing in here? And any moment of that, you're in trouble.
Next fight out, Darius Payne, 225, and Matthew Myers.
As you just said, coming in at 225, says nothing can stop his fighting spirit. He is independently trained in kickboxing. Says if I get my hands on this guy, it's a wrap. He says he's always training, always ready, but he trains out of a home gym. So how well prepared can you be without teammates having your back, without a full-time coach? He seemed confident. I'm excited to watch him fight.
I'll play jerk's advocate or devil's advocate, whatever you want to call it. It's not good. It's not good. To me, sure. Is he tough? Obviously. He's willing to step in the cage and compete. However, I believe it's an underestimation of what this game can cost you.
All right, let's bring out his opponent tonight, Darius Payne.
Darius Payne coming to the cage now. I'm always interested in the fight music, your entrance music.
Your choice of music says a lot about your personality.
It does. You know, my favorites are actually the ones that play a game with it, man. I think my favorite has always been Kevin Kroom. Kevin Kroom came out one time to Somewhere Over the Rainbow by a guy in Hawaii doing it on a ukulele, and it was probably my favorite entrance ever.
You know, a great rendition. That's a classic song in the state of Kansas.
It is.
Darius Payne, 225, fighting out of UCL under Coach JW. Kickboxing, he's a strong athlete, wants to try some techniques on the ground, but is just getting his feet wet in MMA. Should be a good one to see these two guys brawl it out tonight.
Definitely. If you're checking out our live stream right now, make sure, guys, you are giving us a shout out with hashtags, hashtag UCL.
And what's the rules on being a commentator? No predictions? You're not allowed to make a prediction.
Right.
So I won't. I won't say that this is going to the red corner early. I won't say that.
You're not going to say that?
I'm not going to say that.
All right.
I'm not going to say that. I'm going to refrain from saying that. Oh, and this music, you know, I think that
it's
would...
creepy.
Right. If you can choose the right music and come out and let it fuel you, I think it can be an attribute. And if that Jason, oh no, was that Halloween?
That was Halloween.
Jason, I'm sorry, Michael Myers.
Michael Myers. And he's fighting Matthew Myers. It's Michael's brother.
Michael's brother.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're going to have something in common here real quick. I see nerves. I see nerves.
I do too.
And I got to see Darius Payne fight on the last show, and it lasted 7 seconds. I think it was 7 seconds. He was very unfulfilled. So I liked that, you know, that he wasn't celebrating that. He wanted more. So this is going to be exciting. This will be exciting.
Well, let's see if we can go longer than 10 seconds.
When the cornerman's got the phone out. Oh, I like the southpaw. Straight right hand. Darius with the straight right hand. And there it is. See, a lack of grappling skills here. No reason to fight on the knees. That's a wrap. I'm not saying I'm a soothsayer, but I'm not saying that I'm a soothsayer.
Wise Austin Ford here.
See a lack of grappling skills here. No reason to fight on the knees. That's a wrap. I'm not saying I'm a soothsayer, but I'm not saying that I'm a soothsayer.
Wise.
Disrespect this game by saying that you train harder than you do,
Or jumping over the cage and attacking Dylan Dennis.
Now that is very disrespectful, but MMA doesn't care about that.
Right.
But MMA cares if you don't train hard. MMA cares if you don't have an expert to look up to, an expert's guidance. You know, it's like growing up without parents.
Sure.
You know? You're going to have a tough go at it until life teaches you. And in this case, MMA is going to teach you some tough lessons. So what lesson did he learn here?
Matthew Myers obviously upset about his performance right here. He was coming off another loss. But, you know, how prepared can you be training out of your home gym? I really admire his heart.
Sure.
But it's called mixed martial arts in the fact that you have to know martial arts.
Absolutely. And, hey, I think there's many gyms that would welcome him to come into their gym and train for real. And then let's see what you can do. Then I can judge you. Like, I don't want to even really judge him.
We're on YouTube now, so the stream has been moved over to YouTube. Looks like we got put in Facebook jail. So they kicked it off the Facebook lead.
We got kicked off Facebook.
Looks like possibly, yeah. So, hey, we're on YouTube right now, so I see it. The live chat's going. UCL hashtags are still rocking. Everybody's good to go, Austin. Darius Payne getting his hand raised right now.
I can't really judge his performance.
Well, I mean, it's too quick.
But I can judge his preparation. I can judge his preparation, and he underestimated this opponent. He underestimated this venue.
What about the announcers? Did he underestimate the announcers?
It's easy to underestimate these announcers.
I don't know, man. When you look like Cole, come on now. This guy over here. For you guys just checking us out here on YouTube, just to give you a quick reference, my name is Rodney White. Cole Fowles to my right, Austin Ford to his right. We appreciate you guys checking in here again. Universal Combat League and MMA Never Surrender present the battle for All Hallows Eve here in Junction City, Kansas. Like all the love we're getting on social media right now. I can see your live chats. We can see it. We'd love to talk to you, talk back with you. Who are you looking forward to seeing? Whose hashtag's going to be better? Oh, there we go. Jesse Woodruff and Carl Perino at 155 coming at us. Kansas State University Military Affairs helping and educating former or current military personnel. Bringing us this 150-pound fight. Cole, what do you got?
I think this one's going to be fun. Carl Perino is independent. Took this fight on a week's notice, coached by J.J. Burns and Brian Reeves. Says he has no plan coming into this, no time to make one. Just wants to wrestle, do his jiu-jitsu. Says he is comfortable at all ranges. When I went to interview him backstage before the fights, he said, "What's this about? I'm mad and hungry," before the weight cut. We got a good smile out of that. Great guy, good sense of humor.
Man, I got to give you props, man. You're interviewing these guys before the weight cut. They're hungry, they're pissed off, and you're in their face asking them questions.
Angry.
That is a man, Cole. I like it.
Goodness sakes, man. I was always sure to have an exit strategy, you know?
That's why you did those and I didn't, because you trained in this world. And I'd have to call you guys to come help me out because, you know, I'd probably have to throw the hands and then run.
You know, outside the cage, martial artists are actually the kindest, nicest human beings you meet. I wasn't worried at all. I was excited.
That's good. I'm glad you got a chance to bring us some great knowledge for these fighters. But again, we are, for you guys checking us out on YouTube, we are at Jesse Woodruff and Carl Perino. I may be screwing that up, so I apologize, but Give us some love again. Hashtag war going on tonight. Hashtag UCL. Or hashtag New Surrender MMA. Let me know where you're watching, what your affiliation is, what your love is in the hashtag battle tonight.
Making his way to the cage now, Jesse Woodruff at 155, another fighter from UCL. Strong wrestling out of Leavenworth, good cardio. He wants to test his striking tonight. He's very wary of his opponent's height and reach. Usually fights at 145, is fighting up. Also took the fight at a week's notice. Been training with Willie Mack since age 6 in Hapkido and Taekwondo.
Nice. Got a little UCL love from Big Mo 931. What's up, Big Mo?
You know, I like to go off of my vibe, and I don't have one. I don't have one. And those are my favorite fights, when you just can't tell, when you don't have an inkling either way.
Hey, Austin, give me a set of thoughts on the eyes right over here. You talk about
it could be intensity, focus,
fear?
It could be nerves. We're going to find out right away. That's what the beauty of this. We are going to get the answers to our questions right away.
Jesse Woodruff, Carl Perino, here we go. They both got nice, good haircuts.
He changed his mind about working on his striking immediately, and rightfully so. You can see the frantic pace of the wrestler. I don't think it's going to serve him well. He's kind of just wearing himself out. Really neither one trying to advance to a means to an end.
Tied up in the clinch here right now. And this is actually Jesse Woodruff's first fight.
Last fight.
Oh, last fight tonight.
It's his last fight.
He was talking about possibly this being the end.
I'll leave it all in there.
What are we working with right now, Austin? What kind of position are we trying to get? And
this half guard position, you know, the guy on the bottom may feel like this is a good position. It's better than being in having someone in side control on you. But for me, as the person on top, love half guard. Love half guard.
A lot of opportunities to strike. He's not really going for a lockdown from the half guard or really attempting to take the back at all. This seems to be a position where he's just trying to avoid the strikes.
And really what he needs to be doing from the bottom, he needs the left side underhook. He's not going to get up if he does not get the left underhook here. You can see how he's holding on to the head. You know, not good.
You know, and they're both also right in front of the red corner, right in front of JW. It's able to give some coaching advice right there.
And see, we have the left underhook now.
Let's see if he tries to walk the cage and get up.
I don't see the fight being finished here, but kind of at a stalemate position. But yes.
Carl Perino's looking very poised here.
Got the neck.
He was defending with one hand. He never.
And we get the tap.
There has to be a sense of urgency to it, but kind of at a stalemate position. But yes.
Carl Perino's looking very poised here.
Got the neck.
He was defending with one hand. He never.
And we get the tap. And you might have to come out with a jiu-jitsu basic defense booklet for some of these fighters, man.
Or you could ask my kids.
Or even mine. You coach mine. And,
you know, this guy, it's a Perino.
Yes.
He's got the build. He has the demeanor. I think he's in the right sport. You know, I really do. I'd love to hear what his plans are.
They were saying that could be Jesse's last fight. I wouldn't want to see him go out on that note, you know. He's got some legitimate skills, been a lifelong martial artist. It'd be fun to see him go back to the training and see what he could do again.
Well, he got caught in a tough position with a guy that kind of knew what he was doing.
Very poised for Carl Perino.
And I can see a Perseverance MMA shirt in Carl's corner, and that is Rob Kimmons' old gym. It's been rumored that Rob Kimmons is in the building.
So again, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying the action at home. Let us know where you're watching from. We always enjoy seeing how far out we are reaching with the stream. We've already had some New Hampshire love, a little bit of Washington love, a lot of Kansas City, some Leavenworth. We know Leavenworth's showing the love as well. Universal Combat League and MMA Never Surrender presenting the battle of for All Hallows Eve. Our next fight is going to be at 185 pounds, Cole. It's going to be Justin Henry and Colton Hill. VACCON Combination Sewer and Cleanings Hydro Excavators will tackle any of your industrial vacuum needs. Each product line gives you flawless ease of use, relentless performance, rugged durability, and unpromised safety. That's why their tagline says, more power to you. Contact Red's Equipment today for more information. Cole, what do we got with Justin Henry and Colton Hill?
All right, so Justin Henry, great fighter, fighting out of Combative Sports Center in Manhattan, Kansas. I've trained with this guy. I've held pads for this guy. He's got heavy hands, strong wrestling, Army veteran. Did not have a weight cut, just walks around at what he's fighting. Says he's been improving his jiu-jitsu. I've seen that myself. He had a great fight camp, said it was his best one. He's better in all aspects of the game. And he says that he has no knowledge of Colton Hill, but that does not matter. He's just coming into it ready to go.
I love it. No knowledge doesn't matter. We're just going to come in here and scrap.
That's what the amateurs is for.
Sure.
You all comers.
Right.
There is no strategy.
Stay off YouTube. Come in here and do you.
Exactly.
Right. Awesome. Look at that. Plainville, Texas jumping in on the stream, but my favorite, Long Island, New York checking in. What's up, Mr. Gentry from Long Island, New York? Straight Edge Barbershop. Straight Edge Barbershop getting some love. Michael Ellis on the YouTube channel. Where are you guys at? Let us know on the hashtags. Hashtag UCL. If you're team UCL or hashtag Never Surrender MMA. Let us know. We're checking out the live streams. We want to interact with you. This show is for you, so we want to make sure that we want to know who you're rooting for, what's going on tonight, where you're watching from.
Okay.
Roll Tide. Somebody said Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
You know they're probably winning 954 to nothing tonight. No, they're on a bye this week.
This guy has Scott Heston in his corner. Great fighter, great gym owner.
Awesome.
And Colton Heavy Hands Hill in the ring now. He's a 5-1, 3 wins by knockout, 1 by submission. GFA 185-pound champion, also WFC 185-pound champion. Trained by Scott Heston out of Heston's Gladiator Academy, fighting out of Topeka, Kansas.
Well, he looks the part. That record sounds good. 3 knockouts out of 6 fights. That sounds good.
But the crowd has definitely got a favorite here.
Justin Henry fighting out of CSC. That's under Andy Weefald and Joe Wilk, both professors of jiu-jitsu. Austin, how's that going to play into this fight here?
You know, we're going to see quality jiu-jitsu, as we have with all of Joe's fighters. But Scott's fighters are good too, you know, and I'm going to guess let's upgrade this one to a professional amateur mixed martial arts.
Definitely a different level. Yes. As we talked about, we're stair-stepping our way through the night here, Austin.
You know what? Props to the matchmaker.
Absolutely. I'm not sure who matchmake this, but I'm going to high-five him if I see him. Great night overall, man. Just turn around, look at the crowd here, and the crowd is phenomenal. I see, is that Megan Anderson back there behind us as well?
Colton Hill looking very relaxed. Good sportsmanship here, clapping for his opponent. This should be a good one, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get these guys fired up. Anybody wants to see
So again, if you're watching on the live stream, let us know where you're at. My name is Rodney White. Cole Fowles next to us, sorry buddy, and Austin Ford as well. We appreciate it. We are about halfway through our night here, man. Let's rewind it. Let's do it again. I'm not ready to even be close to done.
It's been too much fun. We've had so many quick finishes. We're flying through the card, but we've still got a lot of good fights left to go, man. The energy is just electric, like a Kansas thunderstorm. I'm excited.
Look at you throwing out the Kansas thunderstorm. We need one now. I could use a nice little thunderstorm. We'll be all right. Man, the visual eye test on this one.
And this guy,
Colton
Hill, he looks like he's at home in the kitchen and just looking through the fridge.
Right.
I mean, he is in his element.
Justin Hill, definitely the fan favorite. I'm sorry, Justin Henry, definitely the fan favorite here in Junction City, Kansas.
My heart's beating fast.
Here we go.
I know Justin, and this will be a good one.
No waiting game going on here.
But no striking game either. You know, I'm sad to see them move immediately past the striking.
You're a striking fan anyway, Austin.
Well, I'm just a winning fan.
Sure.
You know, you can win faster.
Always good to respect the ranges of combat available.
Or just skip right past them and go to what you're good at. But you see, great head position by Colton Hill. We haven't seen that tonight. But a dominant head position. And I learned that from Grindhouse.
There's your striking. There's your knees.
See, both of these guys need to be able to throw elbows.
Colton looking over at his corner. Heston giving him a lot of love there.
And the high crotch, a high percentage takedown if you can get your hands locked and high crotch there.
And Henry walking him over to his corner where former UFC fighter Jake Lindsay is coaching him right now. Another takedown.
Oh, excellent. Excellent to immediately come to the feet. You see the Kimura trap, threatening the guillotine.
Trying to get the choke. Eyes up on his coach as well.
Now
he's got it under the chin.
Oh, switching to the ninja choke. Excellent, excellent.
He felt that knee.
The old ninja choke made famous by, gosh, so many jiu-jitsu players, but John Jones did that to Lyoto Machida, if you remember.
Put him out with it, if I remember right.
Oh, goodness. Cody McKenzie, excellent at it as well.
Cody McKenzie, I'll never forget that guy coming out in the Ultimate Fighter in just regular shorts he had to get at Walmart one time.
Colton Hill weathering the storm early, coming on strong.
He's not going to stop this fight. He's defending himself wise. Those punches aren't doing anything. He needs to let this go on. Now it's trouble. I still don't like this
one time.
Colton Hill weathering the storm early, coming on strong.
He's not going to stop this fight. He's defending himself wise. Those punches aren't doing anything. He needs to let this go on. Now it's trouble.
And things start flowing with the elbow strikes. Colton Hill so poised, weathering the storm there. That was impressive.
No, there was no bell. They have 2 belts over there.
No.
Was that for the title?
This next one's a title fight.
Yeah, no belt. Haven't seen it at all.
Great battle so far. I mean, I just love the intensity. These guys come in, you can just see all the emotion, and you can see all of the energy just come out after that victory too.
It was the dominant. We saw him trap the leg with his legs. You know, we see that with Daniel Cormier. You know, similar to the lockdown, and he just dominated position. I don't necessarily. I'm not a fan of the quick strikes like Roy Nelson used to give people to finish fights. I'd like to see him move to a more dominant position and finish the fight definitively. He kind of used the ref in his favor, if you know what I mean.
The Roy Nelson was more like the crucifix stuff that he would do, and he would just battle, right?
But that was for a check. You know, this was for pride.
Sure. And a couple belts too, right? I see some belts in there.
Well, those are belts from previous promotions. That wasn't for a title in this promotion.
Right.
However, if you see somebody come in with a belt, they're probably pretty good.
Sure.
I don't care where the belt's from.
Let alone 2 belts. So Colton Hill picking up the win there.
Definitely a professional career in his future.
Let's check out the online feed. How you guys doing out there on the world of YouTube? Joshua Easterly says, "What's up, Austin Ford?"
Joshua, what's up,
He
man?
says he loves hearing you on the mic. Don't get his head any bigger, Joshua.
We've got to do that together one time. So
You and Joshua did?
Actually, my first time ever doing it was
Very nice. Very nice. We've got Cindy watching all the way from Las Vegas on a Saturday night. She's spending it here with us.
The fight capital of the world.
Right. And
watching
she's
us.
hanging out. What's up, Cindy? Right, we're also doing the hashtag battle, guys. Make sure as you see them going through here, UCL hashtag UCL, or we're hashtagging Never Surrender MMA. Show us where your love is, where your love lies, in the form of hashtags. Right on YouTube.
This next fight?
Next fight, yes, sir. Next fight, we're going to 205. 205, Derek Newson and Sam Lombardo. What do we got, Cole?
Derek Newson is a 205 amateur. He has a 5-2 record, so has a few wins under his belt here. He's the former heavyweight champ of KCFA. Freestyle striking fighter with wrestling, fighting out of Rise Up Fitness under Joshua Downing. Wants to put on a show for us tonight, says it's all about the fans, and you gotta love that attitude. Good guy, good fun to talk to.
You know, it's not a step up in quality of fight. I could say it might be a lateral move, but that last fight, it's going to be tough to top.
Well, that last one had everything. It had the eye test. It had the intensity. It had some just overall quality coaching. It had everything.
Yes, absolutely.
A good win for Colton Hill over a tough opponent in Justin Henry.
Let us know who you're looking for later tonight. Josh is Cindy's nephew. She's watching from Vegas, and Josh is her nephew, so.
And Sam Lombardo in our next fight here, 205 amateur, fighting out of Combative Support Center. Andy Weefall, Joe Wilk, a lot of fantastic good jiu-jitsu there. Took this fight on a day notice at 9 p.m. He's an Army Combatives fighter, wants to ground and pound. The Fight House at Fort Riley, Frank Portillo, Joe Wilk again, Al Midrid, Sean Roberts. He's a blue belt in jiu-jitsu but has Division I wrestling experience. And now to add even more drama, Sam tonight's fighting for his daughter who has a Cardi syndrome. He wants to bring awareness to that. It's a very uncommon disease, but you can't fault a guy for coming into the cage and wanting to bring a stage to something like that. You know, a lot of props to Sam.
You know, the human mind is so powerful, and it can enhance a fighter, and it can break down a fighter as well. I'm pretty sure he's going to be fueled by love for his daughter, so we're going to see him leave everything in the cage here tonight. This is going to be a great fight. Definitely a lateral move as far as the skill level of the last fight. I think this is exciting here, and this is billed as the amateur main event.
Right.
You know, this is the final amateur fight of the night.
Speaking of, we will go to an intermission right after this, but hang around with us as we got the pro fights coming up. Great card, great night of fights so far here in Junction City, Kansas. Been very impressed overall, just about the way that everything's functioned, the way that from the start of the fight to the broadcast to the fights itself to everything going on. So props to everybody at Universal Combat League and Never Surrender MMA for putting on a hell of a show, man. If you can get a chance to come out to one of these, definitely come out there a blast.
I was telling everybody how good of a card this was going to be. I knew a lot of the guys fighting tonight, and it was just, I knew they were going to bring the fire. I knew they were going to bring the martial spirit, and it's just so good to see this level of competition with this level of drama, but also the sportsmanship displayed here tonight has just been great.
Yeah, overall, everything has been solid. I'm very, very impressed.
I've seen Derek fight a few times, and this is the best shape that I've seen him in.
It looks good.
In boxing, lots of coaches, commentators, Teddy Atlas, they're going to judge a fighter by his physique, by his former weight for his last few fights, and I'm seeing this as an indicator that Derek has been taking this serious, and he's here to fight tonight. This mouthpiece is not allowed.
The black trunks with the red trim. Please welcome Darius Payne.
We have an equipment and legal equipment delay here. There's a mouthpiece around here somewhere, and through my travels over the years, I've seen people borrow mouthpieces.
Hey, you came this far.
Bite down on that thing. And I've also had a fighter that if he didn't have a mouthpiece, he would go to the bathroom and he would get paper towels, the brown paper towels, and he'd fold them up in a fashion and put them over his teeth, and he would spar, and I'm talking full-blown spar.
Of a more
A lot of patience there, but Derek trying to not letting go of that leg. Well, now he did.
Oh, this is a problem.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice roll. A modified Ippon.
And he's going to do it back to him.
Oh, beautiful. Got the neck right here in front of us.
So he's got to get his back to the mat. It's trouble here. He's got to come to his knees. Come to his knees.
He's got the hooks in. Some higher level grappling displayed in this fight here, Austin.
Got yourself
Got to his knees.
So I don't like that stoppage.
That was early. That was really
That
early.
was definitely early.
And that's the second time. That's the second time that this.
Got the hooks in. Some higher level grappling displayed in this fight here, Austin.
He got to his knees.
So I don't like that stoppage.
That was early.
Of the fighters, obviously, is the referee's.
But he was definitely for defending himself. It was
Definitely.
right here in front of my face.
And you're right. You're in there. You're so close. You can see that those strikes were not affecting
100%.
his brain at all.
Yep.
Sorry to cut you off there.
No, you're okay.
I mean, this is a violent sport. There's no doubt about it. You're always trying to keep the fighters safe. They didn't seem like they had enough sauce on them to me to warrant stopping the fight.
And if he would have been dominating, like with his grapevine, flattening him out, if he would have done that a few times, or maybe had him flattened out to where he couldn't recover.
Right. Well, he had just got to his knees.
Exactly.
And his hands were up, and like you said, it was right here in front of me, and they weren't connecting. They may have been connecting, but it didn't seem like they were bothering him, and you could definitely tell Derek was not happy with that stoppage.
And I was enjoying that grappling exchange there. I wanted to see that go. I wanted to see that go.
And oftentimes, a loss, as you said before, is a time to learn. So we don't really make excuses. But if Derek was my fighter, he did make a mistake here. However,
but you know what? He still put on the show.
I can't say that I would be disappointed, because it just the referee kind of stole the show there, stole it from us.
Yeah, chalk it up. It is what it is. But yeah, and YouTube right now is really on our side when it comes to the stoppage. They're letting us know they feel like it was definitely early, and I tend to agree, guys.
On a few hours' notice, though, coming with that Soto Maki Komi throw, that was really cool.
And then we also almost got to see it done right back to him. My layman's term is just like a wizard, wizard throw.
And all her kids like her. A couple of different find closure and
Sorry, Austin. There we go. You were talking about the replay there.
I could just see the mistake that Derek made, And again, it's how many of these fighters still or ever have drilled a rear naked choke escape? Because that's something that maybe you learn in introductory to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and you move past that because you think that you are beyond that. But all of the mistakes that I've seen tonight that have cost fighters a victory were basic mistakes, and I'll categorize them as unacceptable.
Well, hey, while we're here, just want to take this time. We're getting ready to go to intermission. Want to talk to my people out there on YouTube. Let us know where you're at. Let us know who you're cheering for as we got these pro fights coming up. And again, we're having a hashtag war right now. UCL, hashtag UCL, or hashtag Never Surrender MMA. Where's your allegiance? Where's your alliance at? Let us know where you're watching from, man. I really enjoying to see the all over the country right now, from Vegas to New York. And how are you enjoying the fight? So hopefully we got our sound back, so you're good to go. Let us know in the comment section. Guys, share the feed. Let them know that the fights are getting ready to go pro. Share the feed. Let's get as many viewers as we possibly can. We appreciate everybody checking in.
And I don't see how the fans online can't be just totally digging the fights we've had tonight. Not a single match has gone to decision. We haven't had any prolonged stagnations on the ground. Nobody's gassed out and been too defensive. There's been a lot of warrior spirit. I'm not surprised, Breeds. This is Junction City, Fort Riley, just down the street. But this has just been just awesome, and the energy continues to rise here.
Absolutely, continues to rise, and the fights are getting better and better. Somebody hashtag ref sucks.
But you know what? This referee, you wouldn't tell that to him if you were here.
I would not.
Because that man, he's a great coach.
Sure.
And he's a great fighter as well.
Yeah,
So.
and it's a tough job in there. Definitely, you don't want to. You have to make a split decision. You're trying to keep somebody's safety in mind, and you want to make sure you're doing right. And you got somebody's life in there on the line too, so you definitely want to make the right decisions. And props to all the refs and everybody out there that's helping put this thing on, because definitely not something that I'm interested in doing just because of the pressure that those guys are under. Man, it's enormous.
I don't fault him because he didn't cost anybody any money tonight.
Right.
And when you start getting into the checks, getting one check instead of two checks.
on the call here with you tonight, checking us out on YouTube. What's up? Say what's up. How you doing? Give us a hashtag. Where you watching from? Hashtag UCL or hashtag MMA Never Surrenders. Our first fight up. Ryan Beckett at 145 pounds. And Nathan Gossin. Cole, what do we got?
This is going to be exciting, you know. Ryan Beckett, another fighter fighting out of CSC, professional, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt, actually. So expect some way higher level grappling. Ryan Beckett has amazing conditioning. I've seen this guy fight a few times before. In fact, he's a trainer at CSC. The other fighters look to him to help them with their conditioning.
And I notice his beard. And I've known some fighters where the beard's going to be a problem because they're going to take advantage of the beard. So
of the beard. Talk to me about taking advantage of the beard. How can you take advantage of a beard from a guy that can't grow a beard?
Holding the beard,
okay.
grabbing the beard straight up.
The friction.
The friction's there, okay.
You know, the rear naked choke, it just adds a dimension of, you know, grip. You know, it just fills some space.
Sure.
It can fill some space that.
Well, maybe they can go over to Straight Edge Barbershop. You know, I know they're watching the stream. Speaking of the stream, guys, please like, share, and subscribe. It means the world to this community and to the promotion. It makes a big difference. Please subscribe, like it, share it, talk to us, let us know what's going on. Share it on your Facebook, share it on your Twitter. Let everybody know what's going on because it's live pro fights coming on night for free, guys, for free.
Ryan Beckett looking excited, looking confident, coming off of a loss in his last match, said he had problems with the weight cut. Let's hope that won't be an issue tonight.
Joshua's wanting to make the call out. Let's go, whatever you got, Joshua. I got you taken care of. Just shoot me let us know what's going on. Want to give a special shout out to DJ Hicks Productions, specializing in sound productions for weddings, concerts, military balls, private parties, and school dances. Call and schedule your event today, 785-317-6052. DJ Hicks Productions, the best in the business.
Warm welcome for Ryan Beckett.
Ryan Beckett, a fan favorite here. Here we go.
Professional fight number one.
He screamed, yeah, he's ready. Here we go.
Nathan coming out southpaw. Switching immediately.
I can see Nathan, his eyes are watching the legs, his eyes with the floor.
Inside leg kick early into a single leg takedown attempt.
And he is committed to this single leg. Triangle attempt. Right into
Triangle locked up.
Still locked up. And again, real jiu-jitsu, and it's
nice.
He's doing the right thing. He does have some space, and there's the end of the fight.
Yes! Senkaku Jime, the triangle strangle.
Still locked up. And again, real jiu-jitsu, and it's
nice.
He's doing the right thing. He does have some space, and there's the end of the fight.
Yes! Senkaku Jime.
That we've seen earlier on tonight. That's the difference between an amateur and a pro.
Much more beautiful technique, smooth martial arts. That is my favorite grappling technique, Senkaku Jime, the triangle strangle. He dealt with some slams there, stayed poised, locked it up, and got the tap, you know, compressing the deltoid into the carotid artery. I think that technique best represents the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I was so happy to see it displayed tonight.
Absolutely. We're going to go to the ring introductions, and then Austin Ford's going to have a word with your winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Robert Hastings stops the contest 51 seconds of the first round of your winner by triangle choke.
Disciplined and stoic is how I would describe Ryan Beckett. Huge work ethic. I've seen this guy in the gym, always training his technique. Survived some slams there, attempting a guillotine choke, and found his way into the triangle Senkaku Jime.
Absolutely. Let Austin get back in here. That was a very stoic.
That was cool.
That was pretty neat, right?
What's up?
That was pretty cool, man. He, a lot of emotion and a lot of coolness, man. Great fight. Hey, I got a quick shout out here on the YouTube. Joshua Easterly wants to make a call. All right, so we're going to read this out here, right? So Derek McMillan has been calling for a rematch since I beat him last year in the first by a TKO at Blue Corner. Tell him on February at 150 if he can't make 155.
Derek McMillan, you're on the clock.
There it is. Guys, like, share, subscribe. Please let us know where you're watching from. Let us know by hashtag what your alliance is. Hashtag UCL or hashtag New Surrender MMA. Communicate with us so we can communicate with you. Man, I'll tell you what, I've been excited for this next fight, Cole. It's
We've actually got a little bit of a switch up here.
Are they switching it?
Isaac Doolittle, the Honey Badger, also a CSC fighter, the shortest notice fighter tonight coming in. Literally took this fight on a few hours' notice, had his blood work current, didn't need to cut any weight. Isaac is one tough dude. That's why they call him the Honey Badger. He doesn't care if he gets hit. He doesn't care about top pressure being on down him. He's going to fight through whatever comes his way. Always fun to watch Isaac Doolittle.
I can just tell from right here, this guy's a problem. You know, you can just tell by some guys that are, I call it hard to kill. You know, no matter what you do to this guy, you are going to have to bring it to stop him.
Now your guy coming out right now, Justin Smith, at 185 pounds. Justin Smith, a former NFL player, and he's got something that every NFL player wants, and that's a Super Bowl ring. Now, you've seen a lot of guys from the NFL make the transition, Matt Mitrione being one of them. Right, my favorite, Eric Anders right now doing the big thing.
Greg Hardy.
Greg Hardy doing it now in the UFC, but, you know, Austin, you talked about it earlier, the NFL quality being able to come into the cage. So, Cole, what do you got on Justin Smith?
Justin Smith, training out of STX, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, St. Croix, the Virgin Islands. He's a blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Isaac Doolittle's a brown belt. There will be some skill discrepancy here on the ground. He wants to use striking to set up his groundwork. He was so calm when I got to interviewing. Really kind guy, fun to talk to. Has his degree in accounting. Repped being a middle school math teacher before he repped his NFL career. I thought that was so humble. But we were talking earlier about how exciting it was to see NFL level of athleticism displayed here in a Midwest cage fight. I'm so excited.
You know, and I've seen a lot of Division I athletes. I've seen them come out and show out what they're made of. I'm anxious to see what this athleticism looks like up close and personal. And the body type right now, just the eye test, is pretty solid too, Austin.
And I think what we're going to see is these NFL true professional athletes, they know how to learn. They know how to learn. They can learn quickly. They know what it takes. It takes what it takes. You know, that's why you see a lot of these NFL players fast-tracked. You know, they get good very quickly.
Because they know how to learn.
That's it.
That's right. Hey, quick shout-out. I see Brian Classing, I believe it's Classing, giving a shout-out there for Straight Edge Barbershop. Best hair in Kansas. Best haircut in Kansas. I need to sneak up there. It's in Leavenworth, right? Is it up in KCK or Leavenworth? Leavenworth, that's right. Leavenworth for Straight Edge Barbershop.
This is going to be Justin's toughest test.
Yeah, Jessica Gott on the YouTube feed says he's done. Says no shot.
No shot.
That's what Jessica says.
I can tell you it's a problem. But
what we got to see is if a blue belt can hang with the brown belt on the ground, but we're not dealing with the kimono here. You know, a lot of the grips in the gi do not translate over to MMA with strikes, and that will be a big thing here.
What about the jab?
He's never fought anybody this athletic. But you can see there's no head movement. The strength, the hips. Oh my goodness. That's no technique defending that takedown. That's just flexibility and grit. Oh, the underhook. Impressive. He's never been locked up with someone this strong. You see just pure athleticism allowing him to get up here. Oh, I think he's going for a ride.
Doolittle's got cardio for days, always improving wrestling, but his real talent is in his jiu-jitsu. He wants to get on top, apply pressure, and look for that submission.
But what we see is a real blue belt, is what we're seeing. We're not seeing an NFL player that was gifted a blue belt. We actually see grappling skills.
Oh, inverting there.
And there's an inverted triangle here. He's probably not that far along in his journey.
With these professional level athletes, we can only look.
Oh, that
Doolittle
front
on top.
Is a real threat. And you see he's defending the choke immediately. A sign of a professional fighter. Did not get his back taken. Impressive. You should see some elbow strikes.
You know, and the other thing I'm seeing right now, Austin, very poised. Look at his face. Just very calm.
This is not the most nerve-wracking thing he's ever done. I'm pretty sure that's 80,000 fans confetti falling on top as you win a Super Bowl. This is great. And remember the factor of taking this fight on a few hours' notice. And this man had a full training camp and took every day serious. So I think we'll see that cardio, the untrained cardio. I think it will be taxed tonight.
A full fight camp means so much when you're actually in the ring competing, just embracing that grind. Isaac Doolittle's a real warrior. We're going to have to see how this goes. They're both fighting for grips here.
We might actually see a second round, guys. They haven't even used the third round card tonight yet.
I am ready to see a second round of some technical fighting.
Ooh, Captain Insano powerbomb nearly pulled off. And again, he's just wearing himself out on the bottom. And I'll tell you right now, half guard, the pressure is real. And you see what he's going to attack. He's going to attack the Americana, a classic submission for, you know, a blue belt level, few years into your journey. And it's a problem.
It's a low percentage technique, but he appears to have it isolating the left arm there, really going for it. This is good stuff coming from a blue belt.
And dominating the position while attacking the submission. And finally some elbows here. You know, ground and pound is kind of something that you're born with. Oh, this is a problem. I don't like his arm past his face there.
He's trying to take the back. He's got the half guard locked down, and you can expect this from a combative sports center Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black
again,
belt.
Attacking the Americana, it's a problem. And the brown belt on his back is having to defend himself against a very basic submission. Very basic. Can he regain full guard? The elbows should prevent that. He has the underhook on the left side, but you can see that Justin has it wizard. Oh, excellent sweep. Justin did that to himself. But look at this. Can the brown belt dominate this position? I like the side ride there.
At this point, they seem to be very evenly matched. This is so far turning out to be the best fight of the evening. My heart is just pounding. I'm so excited.
He's fine. And you can see he's just not really knows his striking range yet. You know, he knows how to fight. He knows how to be tough. Hey,
Using that jab.
Using a jab. I wouldn't go past that.
Kick checked.
Poorly checked. I don't think it caused any damage to Justin. And that kick landed deep. You can see fatigue has dictated the pace of this fight at the end of the first round.
Great fight.
And it seems that the fighter with the full training camp seems to be the more fatigued at this point.
I would 100% agree with that. Absolutely, you can see it in his face. He's a little bit fatigued, man. What an absolutely great battle we got so far.
And we're also going to have another first for me tonight, and that is a ring card boy.
That's a first for you.
This is a first for me. First, second round of the night. First ring card boy.
And
it
awesome.
Seems to be popular with the ladies.
And with the coaching here, man, what do you think's going through the coaches' heads here trying to speak with their fighters?
You know, dare I say that I would be honest in the corner and say, look, you got to be better than this guy. You know, Justin's better than they thought. I guarantee that. Justin is stronger than they thought. Justin is more dense than they thought. And Justin's blue belt is legit. And they probably didn't think that either. So, you know, what do you do? It's dig deep time. It's take Justin into deep waters. Take him where he's never been. Find a way to use your brown belt against his blue belt. And it hasn't worked out for him so far.
The honey badger don't care.
I think he does care at this point. He's made the honey badger start to care. If he stays with that jab, but I'm afraid he's going to throw the right hand over the top of
reaching for the jab here on Isaac Doolittle. An Uchimata attempt, inside leg throw. Back up to the clinch, though.
And again, can you say that Justin's coach is great, or that this guy can learn from a lot of different coaches? I mean, the underhook, the hips. Even here, look at him recover from a bad position. Most guys would have finished that. You see an armbar attempt?
This is great. I'm loving the transitions on the ground. You know, jiu-jitsu is my art, and it's just so special to see it represented here in this pro fight.
And now we're starting to see the brown belt shine. Can he hold Justin down? Okay. But he knows to defend the neck. And again, just re-flattening him out is the right thing. He's on a hip. Here, I'd like to see him just give up the mount, because at least you can see your opponent. Right here, he's having to defend an opponent he cannot see. A brown belt, and he's still attempting to escape. You know, he's fighting the feet, trying to get on a hip, flatten right back out. This is a technique deficiency here.
Smith is not being mindful of the hierarchy of positions in jiu-jitsu. He's in the worst position you can possibly be in a fight.
Let's go to the second worst position. which is the mount position.
Exactly. I mean, at least if you're in the fire, jump into the frying pan, right? And that's it.
Again, I don't like that.
Positions in jiu-jitsu. He's in the worst position you can possibly be in a fight.
Let's go to the second worst position, which is the mount position.
Exactly. I mean, at least if you're in the fire, jump into the frying pan, right? And that's it. Extraordinary grit and discipline from Isaac Doolittle. I've trained with this guy before. Great personality, kind human being. Good to see him get the W tonight against a very, very tough opponent and display the technique of jiu-jitsu, which will overcome stamina, strength, technique over anything else.
He just told Justin Smith, I thought you had me there for a minute. Isaac Doolittle taking this on very, very short notice, man. Who does that? Who says, hey, I got to fight? He's like, I'm good. Against who? An NFL quality body, right? Unbelievable.
Isaac Doolittle would never question it. You know, I spoke to him before the fights about it. He was working his second job, you know, pro fighter, working his second job. Got a call. They said, we need you. He said, I'm ready to fight.
Stops the contest. 2 minutes and 9 seconds of the second round. Is your winner by TKO to the strikes of the blue corner this evening.
So Isaac Doolittle with the win, picking up Justin Smith. We're going to throw it to the ring. And Austin Ford.
Isaac. And wow, just the fact that you, as much respect as you have for him, you picked him up, you told him how he could have beat you. I gotta say, I'm honored to be with you and just worship. Let's give it up one more time. Isaac Doolittle.
I gotta give a shout out to my super duper best friend and photographer, she'll kill me afterwards, Kim Morris.
Kim Morris, awesome martial arts photographer, always going around the Midwest, taking photos of these events. Really cool to see her get to take foot in the cage there.
That's awesome, man. What a great battle, man. And we're just getting started with our pro fights. Next up, calm down, Cole, calm down. Ivory Nixon and Mike Breeden at 155 pounds. I'm going to let you tell us about them.
This was the fight that I was most excited for tonight. You know, it's the co-main event. Ivy Nixon is just relaxed as a Buddha backstage. He's a guy you could just chill back and watch an anime with and then hit the gym and just go to war in a sparring match. Fascinating human being. He's fighting Money Mike Breeden tonight. Had a deep cut to make it down to 160. Explosive and creative striking formerly. Says he wants to be more fluid tonight, maximum fluidity and style. Says he's dealt with all his previous anxiety, wants to work his Thai clinch and just express himself through martial arts. Midwest Combat Academy, training under Shannon Woodard in striking, has a new wrestling coach, wants to make this a cat and mouse game. And we have also tonight fighting Money Mike Breeden. I really enjoyed interviewing this guy. Took this fight on 6 days and has just been really training full-time for it. He's going to come in very aggressive with good boxing. Says he's a jack of all trades. From Taekwondo to boxing, he's studied it all. He says, I want to make it nasty. Training under James Krause, under Glory MMA, had a good weight cut, and this was the fight he was looking for. He's excited to... They said there's no bad blood, this is just business, and they are down to fully express their martial arts techniques tonight.
You know, the level of coaching that you're going to see here tonight, too, I'm a big fan of watching James Krause coach. Being able to see him, being able to listen to him, you've been able to hear him on some big stages, Ultimate Fighter, things like that, and the technique that he's able to listen to the technique that he's able to provide while the fighter's in the ring is going to be interesting tonight as well. Definitely a big advantage for Mr. Breeden.
Arguably the best coaches in the Midwest. You know, if your camp can give you confidence, if your coaches can give you confidence, Mike Breeden should be full of confidence.
Money Mike pacing side to side, looking ready, looking confident. They always do when they enter the ring. I can only wonder what's going on in his head right now.
Guys, let us know what you're watching out there. How's the YouTube feed? Let us know where you're watching from. Who do you got in this fight? Ivy Nixon or Mike Breeden? Let us know. Call them out.
And again, another high level, coming from a high level camp, Shannon Woodward. Great coach. Been around a long time, you know, so we are going to be treated to a real high level professional mixed martial arts.
We're almost at the top of that ladder tonight, right? Started from the bottom, now we're here. I just rapped for you.
And dare I say, I think this is the top of the ladder for tonight.
Remember, guys, like and share the YouTube Facebook page. I'm sorry, the YouTube page we've got. Like and share it. Hashtag ULC or hashtag Never Surrender MMA. Who's going to win? Show me the hashtag, love. What do we got? Looks like we got a lot of Ivory Nixon. We got an Ivory Nixon win by knockout round 1.
That's definitely not good.
Well, that's what...
Who said that?
I don't even know. Oldris, is their name Oldris?
Where are they from?
I don't know. Where are you from? We do have an Edmond, Oklahoma tuning in. Here we go.
Hey.
It's sit cold. Have to sit cold down here.
I am. I'm just almost on the edge of my seat. I just am so excited to watch these guys go at it.
A rare body shot, you know. That's what you're going to see in the professionals. Nixon missing with a big hook.
Loose body movement by Nixon, almost Jeet Kune Do style.
You know, again, we talk about the coaching. You never hear James Krause stop talking over there. It's crazy.
And to me, it seems like Nixon is doing a little bit too much movement. Breeden is steady in his stance. He's methodical with closing the distance and that invisible pressure.
He's been very unorthodox in the past fights I've watched him. Said he wanted to work on that, but we'll just have to see. He threw a bolo punch there.
I can see that Mike... I stand corrected. He's methodical with closing the distance and that invisible pressure.
He's been very unorthodox in the past fights I've watched him. Said he wanted to work on that, but we'll just have to see. He threw a bolo punch there.
I can see that Mike...
Relax backstage, and he is cranked up right now. It is awesome to watch. I hope Money Mike is doing okay there in the corner.
He looked wobbly, man.
You know, just makes you feel for these guys that you know they put so much into this, and it can happen in one shot. You know, and, some could say that was a lucky shot. Some could say it was just MMA in general, but gosh, it's at any moment.
It can happen. And that's the great thing about MMA, man. It is a mixed martial art. Different levels fix this thing quickly, you know? Breeden over there still having trouble.
Yeah, I'm happy both of you mentioned it. You know, this isn't just the 6-week fight camp. This is years and years of training to be on the professional stage. We saw a level of fluidity and striking we hadn't seen yet displayed tonight.
By
both fighters, yes.
And gosh, and you see on the replay there, entering into Nixon's space without a strike. You know, when you come into the space with no strike, you get to run into punches, and that's what you don't want to do. However, I know Mike Breeden, James Krause, and Glory MMA. He will level up many levels from this. He's not going to feel great now because you lost, but he will grow leaps and bounds from this. And I don't think it needed to happen to Mike at all. But you got to look on the bright side at some point. He's going to elevate his game from this, you know.
And that's with this full contact martial arts game, you know, the reality is exposed. You either win or you learn, you know. And I'm sure Mike is going to come back stronger than ever. He was looking good in the early parts there, and Nixon just with a different level of fluidity and just imposing the game plan that he wanted to. Really humble and good show of sportsmanship at the end here.
All right, we're going to go to the call in the ring, and we'll then let it go to Austin Ford.
I wouldn't be what I was without you guys. Marcus Barrett, thank you for making me the fighter I am. I appreciate it. And thank you for showing off for the people that got me here. One more round of applause for having Nixon.
And we are back. Austin Ford returning from the ring, going to come back over here. We are trying to give you guys the sound and trying to give you the audio from the ring so you can hear the fighters. Unfortunately, the microphone situation doesn't allow us to go there, so we're trying to kill our microphone so we can hear Austin and the fighters talking. Austin, just to kind of recap that because it's hard to hear on this end of it. What did he have to say?
He expected a long fight. He expected a chess match, and that's what I expected. And I think that's what Mike expected. That's what we all expected.
Not everybody. YouTube didn't expect it.
And you know what? Whoever that was deserves to call me out that I was wrong.
Yeah, let's call out Austin tonight. Call him out all over YouTube. Let him know.
When I do this with my wife, what I have to say is, you're right, you're right, you're right. I'm wrong, I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
They have to do it 3 times?
There you go.
There you go. Hey, guys, I've known Austin for a long time. That doesn't happen often, so let's, I'm going to go ahead and recreate that and maybe
When I'm wrong, I admit it 100%
I
of
know
the time.
you do. I know you do.
But you're right, I'm not wrong very often.
And we're on to our main event here, guys. Rodney, Austin, are you excited for this one?
Guys, I'll tell you what, the reason I'm going to tell you no is because I'm not ready for the night to end. I'm not ready to leave out of here. I'm having so much fun.
I'm just going to be honest, that's never happened to me commentating.
He's still on the fact that.
No, I'm just saying that I didn't want to leave a fight.
Oh, I got you. I'm sorry.
I didn't want the night to end.
Yeah.
I feel like we could do this all night. Most of the time, I want to get home.
See the kids.
Enough is enough.
Sure.
But you're right. This has been a great show, a smooth show, great fights, an elevated skill level that rises with every coming fight. How do you do it?
Right.
How do you do it? Somebody get this guy a seminar.
And you know what? You add to it as well. I know that this is a combined promotion tonight, but the fact that, give a shout out to JW and, the struggles that he had went through in some of the fights that he'd put on. An outside event that got shut down early. Some of the social media injustice that he was hearing. And to be able to come out and put a show on like this, man, I'm so happy for that guy as well.
And what we call that is giving everybody a big shit burger.
Austin just ate the mic, guys.
Shit burger's what I said.
I gotcha. Hey, it's YouTube. You can say that. Here we go. Final fight of the night. Right here in Junction City, Kansas, guys. I want to say thank you so much for tuning in. Let us know where you're from. Remember, hashtag ULC or Never Surrender MMA. Like, share, subscribe. But we're going with CJ Hunter and Josh Pfeiffer. Cole, what's going on?
CJ Hunter, I didn't get a chance to interview him backstage. He was busy with his weight cut. An awesome entrance in, looking confident, almost animalistic in his approach to the arts here. Josh Pfeiffer's a different story. I've known this guy a long time. Another brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu coming out of Combative Sports Center. Andy Weefald, Sean Roberts, Joe Wilk, some of the best instructors in Jiu-Jitsu in the area. This is a guy who has constantly improving striking, constantly improving fitness, and he meditates all the time. He's going to come in with a coolness and a poise to his approach to the martial arts here that should be exciting to watch.
Well, I'm not going to make any predictions.
You're done?
All of the wind has been taken out of my sails after that last fight.
Hey, that's all right.
But what I did notice over here is, including Pfeiffer, his camp, Joe Will, they all came out in geese. And that's a bold statement.
That is a bold statement.
Jiu-Jitsu better be good.
Right. It has to. There is no better. It has to be good.
Has to be good.
Or I think it's the law that they actually remove your gi from you. If you do that and then come out and your jiu-jitsu is not good, they actually take it from you. I don't know. It's not really a rule.
Pfeiffer has done jiu-jitsu for over a decade, over 15 martial arts fights. This guy's a veteran of the ring. And this is going to be a great main event, and I couldn't think of two better people to call it with.
Awesome. Thanks, Cole.
Right.
Hey, and I'll tell you what, when we see brown belts fight, we are treated to a possibility of viewing someone receive their black belt.
In the ring?
In the cage, yes. So,
you know what I want to see right now? I want to see a third round. That's what I want to see.
He's a ground fighter. I think this will go to the ground and we'll get to see some high-level jiu-jitsu.
Sure.
Which, yes, breeds more of a longer fight. So
this is the most exciting card I've ever seen in the Sunflower State, and I'm just totally stoked. I'm just happy beyond words. This will be fun.
Will UCL and Never Surrender... will they want to do a show apart? I mean, this is very successful.
Why would you?
Well,
here we go. Guys, let's go. Final bout of the night.
Both in orthodox stances.
Y'all have a plan. You always have a plan until you get kicked in the face, Cole.
It's true. A Mawashi carry round kick. Another one to the leg there with the right.
And again, like with Nixon, we see lots of bouncing around in range. I wouldn't recommend doing that. Pfeiffer has his feet planted. And good things happen from that.
Beautiful.
And immediately looks to pass, which I love to see. A sign of great jiu-jitsu.
Took him to the ground with Ouchigari, but his opponent's in full guard now.
And attacking with the open guard. I love
with
that.
the rubber guard, actually. Bringing that up, supporting the shin. I can't see if he's attempting a triangle here, but that could be a problem.
Pushing CJ's head against the cage. No space. This is a tough position. But again, the rubber guard. Mission control.
I think he's looking for that triangle, possibly an omoplata attempt. Pfeiffer just kind of biding his time. He's been here before. A lot of guys play rubber guard at CSC.
Attacking on strikes. Beautiful.
Back to standing, but with the back take and a knee.
First minute goes to Pfeiffer. Excellent. He used the jab to level change for the takedown in the last attempt. This time he faked the level change, faked the shot, came up, landed a great straight right hand to the mouth.
Hunter with the half guard lockdown after being slammed with that double leg Morote Gari in jiu-jitsu, but this is fantastic so far.
And again, using the lockdown as essentially a closed guard. You know, he's not going to submit Pfeiffer with it. It is uncomfortable, but not for Pfeiffer, not for a brown belt. And I don't see him using the lockdown to look to re-guard or escape. He's kind of just using it as what it's called, a lockdown.
Just trying to survive, maybe clear his head after that shot here, Austin.
So far, is the level of jiu-jitsu up to par,
Absolutely.
what we expected?
Absolutely. This is what, to me, this is normal, you know, like.
This is real jiu-jitsu.
Exactly. I mean, there's a chess match going on. It's not just brute strength.
Jiu-jitsu, the gentle art in translation, you know, is all about control and submission, and we'll see what Pfeiffer can do here.
And as soon as he let the lockdown go, that was a great attempt at a full guard. Nice, butterfly hooks, elevate, and back to full guard. And I think he could have done that a little sooner. He could have skipped the lockdown and moved to this position a little sooner.
Hunter has some jiu-jitsu skills himself. Can he apply them on a veteran of the sport who's also ranked in the art of jiu-jitsu?
And again, back to mission control. Great pressure. I'd like to see those hands off the mat. And what do I know? I mean, he's a brown belt, but.
So I can't hear it from here, Austin, but what is the refs telling him right now? The refs talking to him a lot. What could they be talking
we
to
have
each
a
other
triangle attempt here.
He's telling him not to grab the gloves.
I got you.
And this is trouble.
This is still locked.
Oh, it's over.
Wow. Wow. The brown belt.
He's a brown belt, but.
So I can't hear it from here, Austin, but what is the refs telling him right now? The refs talking to him a lot. What could they be talking
we
to each
have
other
a triangle attempt here.
He's telling him not to grab the gloves.
I got you.
And this is trouble.
This is still locked.
Oh, it's over.
Wow. Wow. Values.
Sure. He's still fired up.
How could you not be after such a come-from-behind win? A spectacular submission. You know, I feel for Pfeiffer. That's a training partner of mine. He's a great guy. But tonight was Hunter's night. And, you know, as a jiu-jitsu guy, seeing Sengaku Jime displayed like that was really cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee stops the contest 4 minutes and 20 seconds into the first round. Your winner by submission from a triangle choke out of the blue corner this evening, the crown choke.
again with the respect.
Yeah. And we're going to go to Austin Ford with CJ Hunter.
I want to take a moment to give it up for the highest level of BJJ by both fighters that we've seen tonight.
Yeah, that was a treat. Mission control with the rubber guard, where you mission for the triangle the entire time. Whatever I got. I didn't really care. I was like, I'm down on that. He was doing really good. Pulling off the top. When he put his arm back, one time, I was like, that's all I need. I noticed you held on to the lockdown a little bit. Were you trying to work on a sweep there, or just kind of find your time? What were you doing? Really, just working with the moment of it. I feel real stable from mission control. Can't really posture. Throw the shots that he wanted to. It made him compromise his posture, trying to pass it. And that's what gave him my opportunity. So I noticed here earlier with a big strike you used to escape there, you were anticipating a big strike attempt, and that's when you attacked the return. Yeah, I just smashed it up. I was like, well, I'm here, so I was okay. And you pulled it off. Hey, take this time as the main event and the winner to give a shout out to some people that you came with, people that got you here. Show some love. I'd like to shout out to my parents who come all this way, 5 miles away, 5 hours away. I live in St. Louis. I have a bunch of friends and family here to support me. I'm really happy to have them here. And I'm honored to be the president and my team, my co-editor, and Justin. They're great guys that get great information and allow me to go out here and put on a show for all you tonight. Thank you. What's next for you, CJ? Punch more people in the face. Punch guys in the chest. Let's give it up one more time. CJ, come.
I guess the feed's done.
No, we're still live.
It's still live.
We're still live.
I just want to say, Rodney, your first MMA show will not be your last MMA show.
Hey, let's do it.
Congratulations. Very impressive job on the mic tonight.
Hey,
cool. Gosh.
I like the threesome here, man. I tell you what a great level just across the board. You know, my fan side, that's what I am. I'm a fan. You guys actually have coached. You live this stuff, man. I thought we did a great job together. What do you think, Cole?
I had a blast. You know, Rowdy Rodney, Wise, Austin Ford. I had so much fun working with you guys tonight. Let's do it again. Another fight real soon.
Definitely. Hey, I want to give a quick shout out again to Flint Hills Auto in Manhattan, Kansas, home of the Lifetime Powertrain. And guys, what a great night of fights coming up here. The Universal Combat League and MMA Never Surrenders present the Battle of All Hallows Eve. And, man, I'll tell you what, congratulations to everybody involved, man.
Submissions, knockouts.
And everything.
Nobody got tired.
Right.
Professional football players, brown belts. Wow.
Yep. Not a single decision tonight. Not a single decision.
Judges didn't have to work.
Every fight. Awesome.
Yeah, great. I mean, high level everything. Coaching, you know, you saw the best of the best coming in. You saw from Zach Cummings, James Krause to, like I said, I still haven't seen Rob Kivens, but I'm sure he's in here. I mean, just phenomenal stuff all across the board.
And I want to take just 1 second to a gentleman I saw here tonight, friend of everyone, William Joplin.
Yes.
You know, he's going through a rough time, and just keep him in your prayers, keep him in your thoughts. Don't be scared to give him a shout. Just show him some love on Facebook. Give him a call. Show up to the gym. Take him to dinner. Just want to let you know, William, that we're all thinking about you.
Definitely. Awesome. Well, I think for us, that's going to end it, man. I appreciate everything, JW and the whole crew. For that, show. Man, be safe and check us out, man. Like, subscribe, and share. Let us know.
It doesn't cost you anything. Hit that like button.
That's right. Hit that subscribe, and you can find us again. My name is Rodney White. for Austin Ford, for my man Cole Fowles. We're live in Junction City, Kansas. I hope you guys had a great time because I know we did. Be good.
Enjoy the after party. Party on. Have a good night. Thank you.
Party on, Wayne.